F12? Did I just hear you say F12 as in the police? Well, in this video, we're going to discuss racial injustice by the police against blacks. This is part 2 of the Black Lives Matter video. Now, in this video, you're going to hear, in my opinion, some very disturbing points of views. Well, I don't know. They're disturbing to me. Maybe you think the same way. But stick till the end, because I'm going to share with you what God says about it. What it says in His Word about obeying authority, and the police are authority. So we'll talk about it in the end. Oh, and if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, hit that notification bell, and share.
Continuously playing a victim role. That's all it is. It's not. If a police officer comes to you, just have respect for the man.
That's not
enough. It's not hard. It's not hard. Stop playing. Stop being a victim.
So did you hear about the case? Did you hear about the case where the black man, he reported a fight was going on, somebody was fighting. He just called the police regularly. And then the police came. He just walked to his car. The police thought that he was armed and he was a part of the fight, but the whole time he was the one that called. And he just sat in his car. He went to his car door and they shot him. So you telling me that's his fault?
Respect.
What happened?
Well,
respect is not enough. This is not enough.
What I do know
Go
is,
ahead.
What I do know is, anytime a police officer pull up on me, or anytime a police officer, I have an encounter with him, and I show him respect, it's always worked for me. I never get roughed up.
You're in the South. You're in the South, neither.
Rodney, you're blessed.
I am blessed, yes, listen. But at the same time, it's just, I'm respecting him.
But let me say this. Was Breonna Taylor being disrespectful in her sleep?
No.
On Friday, Breonna Taylor's name echoed through the city where she was born and raised, in chants led by her own family, who still live here.
It's emotional because we're still grieving, but I'm so glad Grand Rapids is backing her and letting us know that she's not been forgotten because she moved away.
Taylor, a 26-year-old EMT, was shot and killed by police in March at her Louisville, Kentucky apartment.
Breonna was sleeping, okay? There's no way to justify that. She was sleeping in her home.
Okay. No, I'm not saying she was being disrespectful. Okay, can I tell you something? The same situation that happened to Breonna Taylor, see, I speak on facts. The same situation that happened to Breonna Taylor happened to me. Police banged on my door. A whole bunch of police the same way with Breonna Taylor. Banging on my door, and I you know what I did? When they had riot shields, they had machine guns, looked like they was playing Call of Duty. And I was scared for my life. You know what I did when they kicked in my door? I was on my knees, my hands was up, and my driver's license was in my hands. And I said, y'all got the wrong house. My hands up. And he came to me with the guns pointed at me, looked at my license and said, I'm so sorry, I apologize, we had the wrong house. Now, if I would have answered the door like, man, who was that? What? Who was that, man? What? And I'm moving wrong, they would have shot me up.
But let me say this, that's not what happened with Breonna Taylor's case. What they did was no, it's not. Research the facts, Rodney. Research the facts. They banged on the door, right? Did not identify themselves one time. They did not say this is the
it was a proven fact.
No, they did not. It's a proven fact that they did not.
Neighbors already interviewed neighbors.
They did not identify themselves. Then they banged the door open.
Hold on, Juan.
And then that's when he had already had his gun out, because Rodney, if somebody's banging on your door, nobody identifying nothing, you want to protect your family, right? So if you had a gun in your house, you would get the gun and you'd be like, who is it? They never identified themselves. They got in there, they started shooting. The man, they had the wrong house. At the end of the day, they had the wrong house.
If somebody's coming to hurt you, ain't nobody gonna knock on your door, Bree. Only police knock.
They did not identify themselves.
But to ask Rodney and Jabria, ask Rodney to be quiet for a minute, please.
Where you at, Juan? You still around?
Ask him to be quiet for a minute.
Hold on, I want to say something.
Rodney, hold on. Is he on mute?
No.
Okay, so listen. We want people to know we do not support what happened to Breonna Taylor, no matter what is being said here. But I think what Rodney is trying to say is that, and I think should be an education, there is a way that we should interact with police when certain things are happening. No lie, like when No, like when they busted in on him like that, he was on his knees with his hands up. So there has to be an education for our black people, especially our young black brothers, on how to interact with the police, so the stuff like this won't happen.
Doubt, but he cannot say that respect is enough for them not to shoot us, because it's proven in multiple cases that respect was not enough.
What case have you been in? Where have you seen a case with your own eyes?
So, with my own eyes, I never seen nothing with my own eyes, but I've seen things that on social media, off of research, off of proven facts in the case, where the people, even though they were so respectful, they still got shot, they still got killed, they still got choked. Like, you can't say if somebody was banging on your door, Ronnie, that you would be like, oh, it's the police, let me go good in my knees. No, you will go get your gun and you'll be like, who is at my door?
That's what I did. That happened to me. The police was
I'm pretty sure they identify themselves, Ronnie. You did not just say, oh, it's the police, let me go get my wallet and stuff. Come on now.
No, I know. Come on, Bree. If someone's trying to hurt you, if someone's really, you think if somebody coming to hurt somebody?
A bang could be indicated as trying to get in your door. Like, you don't know how you can react at the moment.
I want just give me a second to ask you a question. Let's think with logic here. Okay? If someone is coming to hurt you, they are not going to knock on your door, Bree. They're going to kick your door in and they're going to come get you. Or they're going to break your window, or they're not going to sit and knock. Hello, I'm coming to get you.
They ain't knock like that. Right.
Only police knock on your door, y'all. Only police bang on the door. Everybody knows that. When you hear a bang, what they say on the movie Friday? What you doing knocking like you the daggone police?
But look.
Everybody know that. That's universal. When you get a knock like that, that's the police.
No.
Damn, so what you doing knocking like you the damn police?
No.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, Dad.
Because y'all doing
Towards
going
me,
back.
Ronnie.
Everybody is thinking about what I'm about to say. Okay, Ronnie, let me ask you a question. You talk about respect, right?
Right.
Okay. What made you get on your knees?
Because I know that these are guys that got guns and they at work and they can kill me and go home and drink coffee and kiss their wife and wake up and go back to work.
So where's the?
Why am I gonna risk my life to have it pride?
Let me ask you a question. Oh, you answered the question. You gave me a lot of details.
I answered it.
You gave me the answer.
You said, why did I get on
No, he said you didn't answer it.
You already answered.
Something else. Go ahead.
Where's the respect for you?
The respect for me is that they had the wrong house.
They
apologized. Where is the respect for you?
He apologized to me. He apologized. He said,
but listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. So why did you have to get on your knees? You was praying for your what?
Right.
I was praying for my life.
Exactly. So where's the respect?
But Juan, hold on. That right there don't make sense. Because what y'all are saying doesn't make sense. Because guess what? Because they are the authority. Okay? So they already are in their position because they have authority. They've been put there. They can shoot. They can do whatever they want to do if their life is in danger, right? They don't know. But wait, they don't know that. So that's why.
I could be on the other side.
Hold on. Because let me tell y'all something. Because you have to. At the wrong mindset. You have to have automatic respect. You have to look. Y'all got to understand that these police officers. Listen, y'all got to understand that these police officers see ugly stuff every day. They see. Hold on, Britt. They signed up for it, but still, that doesn't take away the fact that they don't know. Y'all cut me off.
Go ahead, let her finish. Let it go.
That doesn't take away the fact that every situation that they are in, they don't know if their life is in danger or not. So that's why you have to respect what they go through. You have to respect that. You have to say to yourself, okay, I'm getting on my knees. And then like the man that went in the car, I don't know nothing about it, and bless his soul. I feel bad for his family. But there's a protocol that somebody has to come up with so that nothing like that will happen. But don't go to your car, stand out there till the police come, have your hands up, say, I called the police. But don't get in the car.
Do
And
white people have to do that?
we're not white.
Listen,
We're not white.
That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying.
Hold on. That's what we're saying. Let me go back to what I'm saying. That's what we're saying. We're saying, why do we gotta do?
We don't know why.
We do know why. We do know why. Marika said that they made the laws to destroy our black community. That's what the laws are for, to break us down and to not look. Listen, you are a father. You are a man. Before the end of the day, that's who you are. So guess what, man? You didn't have to get on your knees to do what you did.
Yes, he did.
You did it because you was inferior. Right. You was inferior of them coming in your house and shooting. If you had respect, respect comes from what? Not getting on your knees. Respect is saying.
I don't agree with that.
Respect is saying, yes, sir. Who are you looking for?
It's
going to my door. You're going to my. Listen. Hold on now. Hold on. This is.
I got 6 children.
I don't care if you got 15 children, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen. I'm talking right now. Right now, I wouldn't have got on my knees. This is what I would have done. I would answer my door. Yes, what you need, sir. And then, because that's respect, right? That's respect. That's what respect that you're giving, right?
He was knocking the door down. You can't answer the door. He was knocking the door down.
Okay, knock the door down, but I don't have to get on my knees.
Okay, well.
That's inferior.
And the sad truth,
he's taking your manhood away from you.
No, he's not.
It is.
The sad truth about it, though.
A lot of young guys die, Juan, because they
No, man.
Hold on.
That's not why, man.
Listen, let me say this, Rodney. Can I say this real quick?
Then after Bree, I have a
question.
question.
You know how you keep saying, and that's how some young men die. Like, you know, the sad truth about it is that we have to do that. If we don't, we're going to die.
Yes.
And it's sad. Like,
it's not sad.
It is
right
sad.
now.
If it was a white man, if it was a white man's house and he did not need, if he did,
the same way.
They don't. It's very.
They don't.
They are the minority. I mean, they are the majority, and there's no way that the rates between black and white people are so close. Like, it's just like, how is it? Why is the minority matching the majority?
Yeah, okay. I just want to say this.
That's because African Americans kill each other at a high rate.
But why is white people too?
But wait,
there's a majority. So you think that we passed them? Then we would kill all of us because of them.
Rodney and Jabria. Rodney, hear this, and I want everybody to hear this right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna bring this particular recording to a close. So, police officers have been put into authority to do their job. I mean, do all y'all agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yes or no?
Much, but yes.
Okay. Bria, you agree with that? Okay, so that's their authority. Now, all I want to do is ask you this. Jesus Christ, okay, he is the king. Do you feel like if Jesus Christ came before you now, you would bow to him, you would honor him because, yes or no? Would you all do that?
Yes.
Why would you do that?
Because he's Jesus.
Because he's Jesus. That is his authority. That's who he is. That's what God made him. Okay? Now, that same authority.
I would get on my knees.
Now, excuse me. We have to have that same respect. As bad as we don't want to, we have to have that same respect for authority. That's why our black people right now are being killed because we're not humbling ourselves. Guess what? Nope. We have to humble ourselves until this situation is fixed. Until this situation is fixed, there is a protocol that black people must follow. We cannot have the attitude, I'm not bowing down, I'm not lifting my hands up, I'm not doing that. We can't do that. We have to follow a protocol that needs to be put in place, and when a police officer comes to us, whether we like it or not, we can't go to our cars, we can't fuss with them and say, no, you ain't supposed to be out the door. We're supposed to honor them because that is their position at first, and we lift our hands up and we say, yes, sir, Yep, you got the wrong person.
But
And then,
we don't say it because
that's
we have to
it.
arm them. We say it because we might lose our life.
Okay,
But
well,
at the end of the
well,
day,
you can, you have to.
At the end of the day, at the end of the
No,
day,
don't say that. Don't say that in the Word of God.
At the end of the day.
No. Don't say that in the Word of God, bro. And I
Y'all are wrong. Y'all
I
wrong.
disagree with you. I don't treat them like I treat.
Go ahead, let Bria talk.
At the end of the day.
Oh, hold on, Mom. Matter of fact, Mom.
Keep your thought.
Mom,
Hmm?
this for Juan, right? Mom, you got into an altercation. You told me you were scared, and that man told you he was gonna pull you out the car. What you do? You got out your car, right?
Who got out my car?
You did.
No, I said they're gonna break my window. I don't want them to break my window. I ain't get out the car. I ain't get out the car. No, I ain't get out the car because I was inferior. I got out the car because of the simple fact they were gonna break my window.
So what? Your life is more important than the window.
No, that's what I'm saying. No. I got out the car because the simple fact they were gonna break my window. When I got out the car, I made all of them look like fools riding. Fools.
Listen, can I?
And then.
I mean, Juan, if you had that hardcore frame, if you had that hardcore mindset where I ain't bound down, you would have said, well, do what you gotta do. Don't break.
No, that's not what I said to you. I said to you that they taking your manhood away. They take your manhood away and your.
Nobody can take your manhood.
Yeah, they can. Listen, that's how slavery. Listen, that's how slavery started, bro. Slavery started like this. Slavery started like this. When slavery, they come in over there and they negotiate. They negotiated slaves. When they bring us back over here, the best thing they can do is take your manhood. That's how they made you bow down. Now every African didn't go for that.
That's true.
Cause I can prove this. I went to a building downtown. Across from that, right across from the building that I'm talking about, it's called the Art Gallery.
Yeah, I've been there.
That building that I was at was a slave auctional building. You understand what I'm saying? I took a tour. The guard that guarded that place took me in a tour. Took me to the tour. The upper where it's upstairs. The upper level where they kept the thorough slaves at. The thorough slaves were in. They always kept you where that you was crunched over and you couldn't stand straight up. That means these arches were these rooms, the apartments with rooms, and they kept the slaves, the thorough slaves up there because guess what? When you can't stand up and you can't be in your own and you can't be comfortable, they're in control. Right. So now the thing is they kept the soft slaves down in where they got tunnels at. They got tunnels in DC, whether y'all know it or not. Where they can go, where they can be comfortable and they listening and they doing everything they ask them to do. That's why you gotta understand, Ronnie, when people can take your manhood and can take the person that you are, which is whatever you want to call it, manhood, they can take your person, they can take you down to where they want you at. They're in control, bro. I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying.
They in control.
But,
what you saying, Bree?
What's it called? I hear both of y'all, and I even told Dad after that incident. He told me about the cop pulling him over. I made him promise me like, if a cop ever pulls him over, he cooperates. Cause I know how Dad can get. Like everybody know how Dad can get. You know how you can get. So it's like I get what y'all saying. Like at the end of the day, we have to. I don't condone what Dad said. Like I don't want people to go against the law. I mean, go against them and just be like, oh, I'm not doing it. But it's like we shouldn't have to, but we have to.
We shouldn't have to.
We're going to die.
We shouldn't have to. You're
and what
right.
I'm saying is, there's been a lot of.
Every American has to do this, Bree.
No, they don't. Rodney. No, they do not. There has been many cases where white people do not do these things that we have to do. We have to bow down to these people in order for our lives not to be lost. And on top of that, even if we do bow down to them, we could lose our life. It does not matter. If they want to kill us, they will kill us. If they want to spare our life, they will spare our life. It does not matter. Respect or no respect. Y'all have to understand that even if you have respect, you can die. Like if you would, even if you got on your knees and got your wall out, all that, they could have shot you right there. It does not mean nothing.
Topic. What I learned out of this discussion today is that I need to make sure that I teach my children to respect authorities. I need to make sure that I teach my children. This is what I learned. I need to make sure that I teach my children that it's not cool to say F12, F the police. It's not cool to disrespect police. It's not cool to do that. What is cool to do is to respect man. Man respects man. So when that police officer pulls you over, respect him. Have respect for him. That's what I learned. Because I learned that if I neglect to teach them that thing, then they'll have the mindset of what I'm debating against today. And I don't want that. So I gotta teach them to respect authority. And I think everyone should teach their children. That's where it started, really. Nobody wanna say that. It started at the home. It started inside the home, the parents. If you teach your child a proper thing, they have a better chance at surviving. But if you always sitting there, F12, forget 12, forget the police, they ain't gonna have no respect. So you already tell them disrespect the police. And nobody likes to be disrespected. So that's just what I learned.
So what does God actually say about authority in his word? 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 13. For the Lord's sake, submit to all human authority. Romans chapter 13, verse 1 and 2. Let every soul be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and the authorities that exist are appointed by God. Therefore, whoever resists the authority resists the ordinance of God, and those who resist will bring judgment on themselves. In other words, you obey authority and respect authority, including the police, because God said it. And when you don't, you bring judgment on yourselves. I equate that to altercations. And when you don't obey authorities, then guess what? You're disobeying God. My final thoughts. I cannot sugarcoat what I'm thinking. So here it goes. Let's stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Let's humble ourselves and let's honor the police and show them respect because they are in authority. It is my belief that it is some of the attitudes that was reflected in the video that you just saw is the cause of many of the altercations between the police and the Black community. Parents, teach your children to be respectful. Parents, you be respectful. Your children are watching. And young men and women, I say to you, be respectful. Shame on us for such attitudes. As Rodney says, it starts in the home. Yes, we are dealing with a new generation in a new time, but we have allowed new wrong attitudes to prevail for too long. Let's get back to the basics of respect for authority. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share.